Hey folks, how you doing? Sheep and Glenn here for another episode of Tailboard Talks. It is actually October 26, 2025. Let's jump in. Let's get started. Let's talk about what is happening, what is going down. First and foremost, we have a pretty busy week this week. We have the culmination of Fire Prevention Month, Charge into Safety. Staff has been doing an amazing job. Thank you, Karen, Liz, and so many others who have been helping out. Zamora for Sparky and David and Amy and everybody else who's just been helping out, and all the crews, of course, obviously, who have just been on the front lines with this Fire Prevention Month on 2025. Thank you, and thank you. Some other things that we have this week: we have a City Council workshop on tomorrow. No items that specifically relate to fire. However, we'll be taking a watch and a very lookful, thoughtful eye into the content to make sure that we are aware of what's happening in our city. As well as we actually have a Ward 1 meeting that will take place on Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Riverside. Councilwoman Watkins Brown, yours truly, will be present for a presentation for that. We also have the the Edison Corridor Showdown between Dunbar and Fort Myers High School. This will take place at Dunbar this year. And so our fire department, once again, will be escorting the teams from Fort Myers to Dunbar this year, along with PD. And it's a pretty cool event, and we actually give out scholarships, or I should say the city gives out scholarships to both teams' players as well as cheerleaders. We will have the t-shirt gun live and in full effect. We'll be doing a little test run this week, and I believe that game is actually going to be on Thursday due to not wanting to have a football game on Halloween, right? So that's gonna be on Thursday. We'll put all the stuff, if it's not already in the calendar, to make sure everyone is up on game what is going down for that particular event. So we definitely look forward for that. And so our hiring is up and posted for firefighters, so that's really cool. So we appreciate all you guys who are actually sharing that post to get the word out. We want to make sure we have enough people, enough sample to get the best of the best. We'll be hiring 5 individuals right off the cuff. We may have some others that get picked up later on, just all depending, but we know 5 people right off the cuff will be hired for this thing, for this particular position. And it's really important to actually talk numbers there too, because I want to make sure everyone understands. And before I get to the numbers, please make sure if you have a loved one, friend, co-worker, someone you bump into, make sure they fill out the application packet and have that submitted right to us, either through email to Beth McDonald or through just old-fashioned snail mail. Just make sure that we actually have that. You can drop it off as well. Make sure we have that by November 10th. You will not be, or they will not be considered if they don't have that packet turned in its entirety, right, by November 10th. The actual online application and the actual firefighter hiring packet that we have on the website there. Okay, so please just make sure they know that. But let's talk money. I want to make sure we talk money and we understand where our money is. The starting rate for our firefighters for 2025 in the tail end of this particular union contract is going to be $61,401.60. 61,401.60. And so that's going to be working a 40-hour work week, which actually is a 2496 annual amount of hours. So when you multiply the hourly rate, which is 2460, you come up with that 61,401.60. So that's important to know, because if you were to do a conversion, just real down and dirty conversion to a 56-hour work week. A 56-hour work week working 2912 is going to be, if it were the same, right? If we were a department that works 56 hours, we're not advocating for that. We're just talking numbers, right? If we were 56-hour work week, 2912 at 2460, $24.60, it would actually be at 71,635 and 20 cents without any FSLA overtime and calculating it. All I do is just take 2912 and multiply it by 2460 and came up with 71,635.20. And so when you look at that, as far as apples being apples, so to speak, when you look at our starting rate at 61,000, which is pretty damn good, and then if you were to convert it to that 2912, is really good, right? And if you put our medic on that, our medic is going to be a little bit above $7,000 and some change. We're starting up roughly about 68 for medic. If we were a 56-hour work week, once again, it would be close to 78 for starting medic. So we're doing pretty decent when it comes to salary. Of course, we always want to actually get the best benefits for our individuals and our people. So you guys have a time after April to start negotiating contract for 2020 or fiscal year 2027. So we look forward to doing that. So guys, just so as you're talking with people, make sure you know your math, make sure you know your numbers, make sure you have good facts. And so when you're having these conversations about our salary and what we start at, you have a good idea of what it is we make and why we make what we make. Okay, so once again, we're starting off at 61,401 60 cents. And there again, if you do conversion, upwards of $71,000. So City of Fort Myers doing all right. We appreciate all that you guys do. So I'm gonna kind of wrap that up. We got a lot of things that we got going on in the background. We're asking for a little bit of grace as we transition through some particular points in our fire department as far as the new org chart that we discussed on Thursday. Just be real patient with us as we continue to grow into that, learn that, and we hope to be up and running here very soon with those particular items. So guys, we appreciate all that you guys are doing. We appreciate that you guys always continue to stay humble and hungry and keep your hustle on. Guys, we just want to make sure you continue doing what you do as you preserve life, protect property, prevent harm, and promote excellence. And as I always say, and I always say this because I mean it, right? I do care about you, I do care about the community, and I care about our city. Guys, have a great time. Go get some good applicants. Talk to you soon. Bye now.